And welcome back. It's Parting Mist. My name is Dread. This is the Cutwater Corsair. This is Philip. Hard to believe, but this is Philip, or Captain Philip Cutwater, or Philip Smith, or Philip the Orphan, or Philip the guy who went to jail. Philip, it's Philip. I know it doesn't look like Philip, but trust me, it's Philip. Okay, so we came from that way. I guess we should try to go this way. I can start making some benches, start getting some iron going. That'd be great. More than great, it would be fantastic. But I need to find iron. And you may not know this, but something I haven't found so far is iron, except for like one piece that I got somewhere and I don't even know where. Where are we heading? I don't know. Iron there. Just gonna start checking inside rocks in case there's iron somewhere. Look, I got 2 iron out of that somewhere. Again, don't know where that came from. But that's only a little tiny bit. That's not helpful. That's not a way that we can go about doing this. What the hell's giant drain pipe going in there? That seems a bit strange. And there's some kind of hut over that way? Iron. I see iron. Oh, there's like a camp of some kind with tents. Okay. I see iron. Gonna go get it. Gonna go get it. We gotta get it. A lot of them very tightly grouped here together. I'm just going to take all this and figure out something. I have to drop most of the coal. We'll try to keep a little bit. Get rid of whatever else we don't need that we can. Okay, yeah, we're clearly overburdened. Okay. This will give us more carry weight. Does that help? That helps a little bit. That's close. Give me there we go. There we go. Now, where are we from our base? Our little spot. It's over there. Okay. Not too far away. We are down by the water. We're over this way. Not that water, then. Here we are. Excellent. So if you want to smack enough stones, you will find a tiny little bit of iron, but yeah, not friggin' much. Okay. I would like to down some more of these, but that's going to require us having wood. We don't have a lot of wood here. Grab as much as we could scrounge up in the neighborhood. Seeing as how there isn't much wood here, think carefully about what we're going to do. I think the building materials we are using actually don't take a lot of stuff. A lot of materials to make them. I'm correct on that? So let's take a look here. Let's repair that. And then repair that as well. Got only 292 wood, not a lot. So building pieces, rough timber. Yeah, for the most part, they don't actually cost too much. So let's throw down some. Okay. That should be enough. Now, next thing you want to do is get a crafting station down. For these, we're going to need more stone. Not a surprise there. Boy, not having anything but these stone tools is a bummer. Again, this map mod does not make things easy on you. Very difficult to find iron. You can't just start out going in whatever direction you want to go, because that doesn't work. You gotta be careful at the very beginning about just like dying from lack of food and water before you actually find any, because that has happened to me before on this map mod. Not lately, but it has. The enemies are very overpowered. Good luck defeating any, especially any humanoid type ones. Yeah. But it's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's got a difficulty level to it. It does. Okay, and we're also going to need that. We got 50 bars for that. First, we're going to need an armorer's bench. That's going to take a little bit more stone and some twine. Any twine made here? Twine. More stone. That again already. Thanks. Armorer's bench over here now. Yes. Don't have enough twine. Picking fiber the long way doing this with your hands. Yikes. Luckily, Philip knows a little bit about forging weapons, related weapons and whatnot. That's taught him a lot about metals and heat strength and various ideas of that nature, how to pound things flat. All that kind of stuff. He's seen it done. He's worked at it a little bit himself. He's also familiar with using tools in garages, diagnosing engine problems. I mean, he's done a lot of stuff. He's obviously studied a lot. Probably more on both those things out of books while he was in prison. Well, he mainly read pirate stories, but hey, that's fine. Let's put this stuff in here now, because I keep forgetting about it. Got one more. All right. Armorer's bench, thank you. All right. There should do. And that's got to be done with that. We need one of these. We need bark and wood. Oh boy. Now it's going to get a little bit tougher. This is going to get a little bit tougher. Okay, Dead trees will probably just give branches, right? Oh, a little bit of bark. Dry wood. We got down here. Can we get to these trees? Find out. Lots of gators. Only one showing up. Scooch back this way. Got enough bark to at least make that. Means we now need some wood as well. Problem here is when we run out of this area, we're going to need to wait for things to respawn. That sucks. Oh, good golly. We have a level up we didn't use yet. Oh, we've got several level ups we haven't used yet. Okay. gathering up wood and bark. We're gonna make our way back to the beginning of what our base will be, I guess. I mean, I guess that's where we're gonna stay. I don't know. For now, anyways. Yeah, somehow we just gotta power our way through this, manage to get ourselves some decent armor, some decent weapons, and then we're gonna have to slowly try to draw out one person at a time out of some of these large camps and stuff, which I think is really tough because I think they come out en masse. But try to kill one and go in and loot them. Pick up some of those coins that we can use in the town. That sort of thing. It's a bit of a grind in that sense. You know, survival games always have a certain amount of grinding to them, right? That's fine. I think everybody expects that. That there. Start with that. Bunch of this stuff. Put it all into here. Most of it into here anyways. Go. Looks like gonna have a little over 200. That when we're done. Good, good. All right, how's this going? Pretty good, pretty good. We needed 60 to make the blacksmith bench, right? 50. Okay, getting there. We're getting there. Slowly working away on it. Can't make things go any faster. So Philip really doesn't know what to think. But he's begun to put together a few thoughts that actually might make sense. Perhaps. So, glowing jewels on a sword from a private collector that apparently his roommate and former cellmate Hefe stole. Given to him, and as he was examining it, it began to glow. And that followed by the police shootout that appeared to happen all around him. Probably with him holding a sword, probably resulted in something horrific happening. Maybe a bullet struck the blade or a jewel, and there was some kind of dimensional portal opened up that he popped through. Although apparently only his mind, because that's not what he looked like before. That's a possibility. He has to face the possibility that he might have died And the sword or something trapped in the sword, some entity transported him here to this land, maybe where the sword came from originally. He doesn't know. Or maybe it's just all the tales of the pirates he's read as a youngster and as a young man have just chosen him as the next pirate hero and deposited him in a land where he can do that. Doesn't know why they would have given him breasts and hips and taken away his penis, but that's besides the point. He has a chance for adventures here that perhaps one day stories will be written about. Children might read his adventures as a pirate and be encouraged to have their own adventures as pirates. Or something like that. That's kind of what Philip is thinking. But in the meantime, he is going to live in this land as a pirate. He's calling himself a pirate. He is Captain Cutwater. Even if he's not really Philip anymore. Well, he is, but you know, not from the outside. Who knows? Maybe in this land, Philip is a girl's name. He doesn't know. Whatever. Okay, that's all the iron we got, eh? Okay. You notice, by the way, she has no wrist bracelet, right? You notice that. Yes, not required here. This is not that story. Okay. Also, not Philip's original body either. So yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna do the thing. Right. To make the thing, I need more stone. Okay, that'll do. Now, what have we got? What we've got is something we can start to make things in if we had more iron. And once again, our hero is in need of iron. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be an issue. Gonna be needing the iron. Some of these things, they have some armor rating. More than these do, actually. Just need some leather and twine for some of these. Again, it's not great armor rating, but it's something. If you're curious as to where I got any of these things, like the building set or the barkeep clothes I was just looking at, if you're on keyboard, you push your H button, you go here to the item store, you can find all kinds of different things on sale, right? Or for sale, I should say, that change every few days. And I bought some, I admit it. I mean, I'm spending a lot of time in this game, so when I do that and I'm happy with the game, I feel like I don't mind spending a little bit more money. Considering, you know, I've got over 1,000 hours in the game now. And how many? 48 leather, right? Oh, almost got enough. There we go. Let's give this a shot. Be. Grab us some of these things. So current armor 89. Now we got 102. It's only a slight upkeep, but it's better. Yeah, we look like a barkeep. I know, barkeeps don't fight, but it's fine. It's something. It's something. That's what matters. So we're going to leave this episode right here. Hope you're enjoying this. If you are, well, then I hope you come back for more. Keep an eye on the channel because I don't have any kind of regular schedule. I refuse to abide by one anymore because I'm lousy at keeping them anyways. And just again, I encourage you, the arts really are important to me. And as an artistic person who loves to write, to draw stories, to create characters, flesh out things, I really, and I'm also, you know, an amateur musician. I do other things as well that are artistic. I do encourage you to honestly get involved with the arts. Go get involved with your local arts. You know, there'll be people who are very artistic in ways you hadn't thought of. Like the guy who fixes your car, right? Probably is very artistically inclined for motors and things, right? Mechanical stuff. And maybe, you know, like you may have someone who makes furniture in your town. You may have someone who makes pottery in wherever you live. You may have someone who makes, who does paintings, obviously, who does drawings, who is an author. You may have someone who's an actor. You may have a local theater. Go check out a play. Bands in your area. Go check out some of the bands playing in your area that are just local bands and stuff. Support the arts in your neighborhood. Support the arts anywhere you like, actually, but do so meaningfully. Thinking about it, the fact that this is what I want to do, and do it, and get involved in doing art yourself. Learn to play an instrument. Pick up a pencil and learn to draw. Pick up a paintbrush and take a class. You know, buy a model set and put it together. You know, paint all the little pieces. There's so many things you can do that are artistic. Pick up an instrument, learn to play. So many things you can do. Create some art, show it to others, and encourage them to do the same. And encourage the artists out there, including the content creators that you like. Lots of artistic people here on YouTube, I know. Encourage them to they're doing a good job and that you want to see more from them. And above all, AI is not a human being. AI does not do art. AI steals art and amalgamates art. And AI takes jobs away from starving artists. If you need art done for some project, find an artist to do it, or do it yourself. Don't let AI take over. My name is Dread. This is Party Mist. We'll see you here next time on the Cutwater Corsair. Ta-ta from Ghosts of the Cataclysm, Conan Exiles. See you next time.